Nigeria is currently facing a food crisis caused by continued conflict, climate change, inflation, and rising food prices. Women, children, the aged, poor households as well as smallholder farmers are the most affected. Deploying a food-based approach to solving this critical problem is highly justified as agriculture remains the primary occupation of the vulnerable populations in Nigeria. In both Kaduna and Niger States, the cultivation of cassava and maize is faced with multiple market failures that include inadequate supply of certified seeds, poorly coordinated aggregation networks, limited value addition potentials to supply quality food products, high post-harvest losses, weak market intelligence, an information system, and limited access to finance for both farmers and value chain actors.
We went into distribution of seed, that is bio-fortified Vitamin A Maize seed, to our farmers in form of demonstration. So from that year, a lot of farmers pick up producing this bio-vitamin A maize. But the problem we have along the way is market.
The Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa funded project, scaling Vitamin A Maize and Vitamin A Cassava to improve household health and income in Niger and Kaduna States, is addressing this problem by stimulating the local supply and demand of Vitamin A Maize seeds and Vitamin A Cassava stems to farmers.
Bio-fortified Vitamin A Maize seed, they give out from Foundation Seed Ibadan. We told them yes, but some of them dropped it, obviously because of market. Simple, our problem is that our farmers like to consume non-bio-fortified Vitamin A maize, that is the white one. So that, and most of their companies, they are supplying these poultry companies. So we say no, why can't we meet the farmer and start with that? I say we were looking for market. Even presently, there are some major market that you can go there and get the bio-fortified Vitamin A maize. So we went, Dr. Yusuf himself and some colleagues that came from Lagos. We started with Manigi Market, which was on Thursday. We later relocated to Company Bobby Market. Manigi Market is in Mashegu local government, where I supervise, because there's a lot of farmers that produce bio-fortified Vitamin A maize. Then we later shifted to Company Bobby, Mariga local government. Then on same week, Saturday, that was on Thursday, Friday free, Saturday we visited Mariga Market. To God be the glory, all what they are needed are already in such markets. Enough, he said, okay, he has a buyer that's coming from Lagos and one from Kano. In our mix, during the market supervision, a buyer from Lagos, a food company from Lagos, sent their representative. We now tell them quality of this maize. Our functions there is to identify the Vitamin A maize in the market. If it is identified, after their food test, if it goes through, then they will start buying. We take some sample to Lagos. Maybe in few days, I was called that we should make arrangement. They have their own procurement officer coming from Lagos to buy that Vitamin A maize. Because what is needed in that Vitamin A maize is already on the ground. Most especially when they went for tests, it was aflatoxin free. Because of the training, gap training we have with the farmers, they keep on monitoring it. Simply because we ask them during the gap training, we tell them the period to support to plant that, so that to overcome Vitamin A, the aflatoxin problem. When you plant it early, it will produce during the rainfall. So we give them benchmark that is early maturing, so they needed to plant at the end of August or second week of July. When they did that, at the point of harvest, it was completely dry. And that was what killed that bio-vitamin A maize in Niger State up to the time we got a buyer for the few farmers.
When we established the relationship with HarvestPlus, one question we asked them is, how are we going to get this grades? So what they told us then was that once we're ready, they will take us to their farmers and their farmers markets where we can source the product and the grades. So what we did when we were ready to switch to bio-fortified Vitamin A, we called the lead of that was the lead person that was liaising with us for HarvestPlus, and then we sent our buyer down to Niger States, and then our buyer was linked with the extension workers who work directly with HarvestPlus and the farmers. So they linked us with farmers and farmers markets and in Niger States. And since that time, that's where we've mostly sourced our vitamin A maize. We've tried to source as well from Kaduna a few times, also through linkages from HarvestPlus. There was a time we went for a particular program, and then we met, other farmers who plant the vitamin A beans. So we've done that as well. So those are the kind of linkages that HarvestPlus have, they've been able to do for us, and that has significantly actually reduced the cost of the purchase of the grains for us, because now we're buying directly from the farmers markets. It has taken away some middlemen, and that has increased the savings that we've had on the sourcing of our raw materials so far.
Since we've been able to ensure that, yes, Grandiose Foods, they get the required grains they're looking for from Lagos State, they truck it to Lagos and they process it into products, which is powdered pap, which you can find, on the shelves of some of the large departmental stores in Nigeria, like ShopRite. Yeah, so we're also trying to see how we can support the after process aspect of the value chain, how we can support them with demand creation activities and any other technical support that we believe that will add value to what they're currently doing.
So far, HarvestPlus has facilitated the aggregation of 128,666 metric tons of vitamin A maize grains in both Niger and Kaduna States.